Sentire Media.
Ciao a tutti and welcome to Venice Talks, a podcast series dedicated to Venice in Italy. I'm your host, Monica Cesarato, a Venetian food and travel blogger. Join me as I share my insider knowledge to help you explore Venice at 360 degrees. In this weekly podcast, we'll dive into the heart of a city, uncovering hidden stories and connecting with the people who make Venice unique. The artisans, the writers, the fashion designers, the bloggers, the journalists, and more. Let's break free from cliché and discover the true essence of Venice, not just the monuments, but the vibrant people, the Venetians. Experience Venice the right sustainable way. You can find me on my blog at www.monicacesarato.com and across all social media platforms. Enjoy the episode and let's journey through Venice together. So many of you write to me saying, Monica, I'm coming to Venice, but where do I even start? I get it, Venice is beautiful, but she can also be a little bit overwhelming. That is why I have started my Venice consultation service. We sit down for a chat and together we plan your perfect stay. The places to eat, the things to skip, and those corners that only locals know. And while we are at it, I want to hear from you. Send me a little audio clip, maximum 2 minutes, and tell me what you loved most about Venice. Maybe it was a quiet moment, a flavor, a laugh, a sound, anything that stayed in your heart. Just send me an email to info@monicacesarato.com. Let's keep the spirit of Venice alive through your stories, your voices, and our shared love for this magical city. Welcome back to Venice Talks, Season 3, Episode 19. Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Venice Talks. Today I have a special guest. His name is Marco Cammozzo from MC Lever. Ciao Marco, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for talking to me so early in the morning. It's the only time where we can actually do this because Marco has got a beautiful bottega, beautiful shop selling leather in Venice, which is quite unique because I think there's only 2 of you in Venice actually making by hand products.
Oh yeah, hand stitching in Venice. We are, I think, 2 shops. Maybe there's a couple others that make products at home, but hand stitching shops, we are probably just 2.
Just 2. Wow. Well, first of all, you're very young. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh la la. Okay. And I was reading online. I didn't realize when I met you the other day that that was your story. But leather's got nothing to do with what you actually studied, has it?
No, actually no, because I come from aerospace engineering.
Okay, that's how did leather come into the equation then?
So that's a long story in a way.
We got plenty of time. Go on.
Because it started like when I was a child. I always loved to make things with my hands. So that was a thing always in my daily life. Then leather actually came from archery because I was a competitive archer for some years. Okay. And after some years during like the school and high school, then I stopped shooting. Then I came back during university, but instead of doing competition, I was shooting historical military archery. Okay. And for that, I was like, oh, I need a quiver to hold the arrows. And liking to make stuff, I was like, I can buy the leather, some tools, and try to make this quiver for myself. After that, I made a wallet and a few other things. And continuing the studies, I was going to small markets, selling like simple card wallets, small things I made. And going forward, I saw that people actually started liking the things I made. And in the end, it was like the last months of the degree. taking the last exams.
So 18. Oh my God.
18 or maybe. No, it was maybe just a bit later on. The letter came after the high school, so
Okay.
during university, yeah.
Okay.
And so in the last months, I was like selling proper stuff and doing the last exams. So in the end, I took the...
Sorry, Marco. So you're telling me you were studying while you were actually sewing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Multitasking, okay.
In the last months, yeah, the last year of university was both things, like leather as a hobby slash second job, and study as the other. And so when I took the last exams, got the degree, and finished the first 3 years of university, I just opened the shop, and that's where I am now.
Yeah, okay. Well, we jumped here a little bit because you went, oh, I just finished, I did my exam, I got my degree, and then I just opened the shop. How did the switch happen? Sorry.
Yeah, luckily.
Because, if you say to me, oh, I just got my degree in, aerospace engineering, and oh, but then I decided just the day after to open the shop. That's a jump there.
But it's not that far from there.
Okay. Okay, then I want to hear about it.
Because luckily I have this little space below my parents' home. And that's...
You're from Venice?
Yeah.
Okay.
My parents are from here, and I was born here, so I'm from Venice. And it was April 2023 when I moved into this tiny space that was luckily available because they just renovated it. It was actually a bigger spaces. They separated it in two spaces. One became a gym, and the smaller room, I managed to grab it, let's say. So already in April 2023, I was bringing some stuff there because I was working in my bedroom before.
Okay, for the joy of your parents hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, been there, done there with next door, so I know.
Yeah, literally, like, yeah, with the mallet beating on the floor, so it was a bit sketchy.
For the joy of your neighbors too.
That's where I made my first watch strap, and the first strap that I sold and shipped to the US was made in my bedroom.
Oh, wow.
So that's where I started.
This is so
in April,
cool.
I started moving some things below just to make room and space and have just a room to make these things. And from April to October, that was the period where I finished the exams, and in October I opened the shop properly.
And I think your parents were so supportive,
yeah,
just because they want you to get out of the house and make noise. Now, jokes apart, I mean, so did your parents work in the leather section? No. Oh, okay. So
absolutely not, because my father was a music professor, music teacher.
Okay.
In the school, and my mother is still for a little while physiotherapist. She works with children.
Okay.
So definitely not.
So this love for leather really comes from God knows where.
I mean, yeah, it was literally, I say, a coincidence, because I used it for a necessity, and from that I started liking the material. And
but it's really interesting because I was reading a little bit. I'm pretty sure, obviously, I hope so, that you actually have done a little bit of research as well on, how important leather was in Venice and everything. I mean, and now it's all practically disappeared, but people don't realize that in the Giudecca, there was a huge space dedicated just to the leather and the scuole, the what was it called? Consucarame and Vescorseri, right? There were the people that used to do the leather, what do you call it? How do you say in English? Curating
the tanning.
Yeah, the tanning, and
Yeah.
then those that used to prepare the leather. And I was reading that the leather was coming straight from Rialto because from the animals that they killed and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't think people realize how important, because everybody associates leather to Florence, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't deny that. But even Venice, and then it all disappeared. The other day, me and you were talking about this. Where do you actually get your leather from then now? Because it's really hard for you, because you were explaining to me, you're a small artisan, so it's hard for you to also.
Yeah, like tanneries usually they're huge things. People don't realize, like, saying even, that's a small tannery, they make a huge quantity of leather.
Mm-hmm.
So for little shops, if you try to order from them, most of them, they're like, okay, you have to buy like 3 or 4 hides for each color.
Mm-hmm.
And hides are huge. If you're a little shop hand stitching, that's a enormous quantity of material.
You go on like 10 years or something.
Yeah, like it's an absurd quantity. And so that's not practical for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's resellers that resell some of the leathers from Italy. Like, we have a big reseller in Italy, but ironically, he has not quite a big selection of the good leathers.
Okay.
There's some of the the tanneries from Tuscany, but there's just a couple of their leathers, and they're quite slow to work with. While there's actually a Croatian reseller that I used to work with, and he is way faster. He has all the leathers from Tuscany.
Ah, okay.
And from the good tanneries, because people don't realize, like, yeah, Italian leather is famous, but we have various degrees of quality. Like, I've seen many like Italian leathers that are like not proper stuff, let's say.
Okay.
So
yeah. Let's say buying eco leather will probably better.
Yeah, like it's a very, very complicated topic.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, this Croatian guy has all the good leathers from Italy, and also he has the different leathers from like France, US, Great Britain, Japan, all different tanning places.
Okay.
And which are also quite huge. Like in France, there's a few of the top tanneries for goat leather, and some very high-end leather used by different high-end brands. Like so, yeah, Italian leather is a very big thing if you get the proper stuff.
Okay.
But you can also find great leather from other states.
And
that's a good thing.
I think another great thing that you're telling me is, in a world where now everybody keeps talking about eco-sustainability and not to have an impact and whatever, you were saying that to me that you don't throw away anything, practically, of when you get a piece of leather, everything goes into becoming something, even if it's a tiny, because you were explaining to me, because you do the, what do you call it, the watch.
The straps, yeah.
Yeah, the straps and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's develop this. How important is it for you to try to be, to have an impact, to have the least impact as possible?
So yeah, like I'll start rambling.
Go on.
This
the floor is yours.
A topic where I go a bit crazy.
Oh, good.
Because I'm not a huge let's say green advocate in the way of like using it like as a flag. Like I'm a green guy.
Well, you're doing leather, so it's a bit hard. No?
Well, but that's the problem, because leather actually is is a very sustainable thing because it comes
Okay.
from the meat industry, and the process has been so refined and so controlled that it's very controlled. So its impact on the environment, it's quite low compared to how it was before, especially chrome tanning,
Of
which
course.
I use very little, but now chrome tanning is so advanced and controlled, which is that it's hard to make it in a bad way,
Okay.
let's say. And even that, also I work with a guy from Vicenza.
Which is, by the way, a center
It's
in Italy
Yeah,
forever. Yes.
and that's
Okay.
what people doesn't realize because Tuscany is the famous thing, but here in Veneto we are basically as big as them
Okay.
with chrome tanning mainly, not vegetable tanning,
Okay.
but we have a huge production of leather. And in Vicenza, Alzignano specifically, is the epicenter of all this production.
Okay.
And this guy, which is even younger than me,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he invented the method to tan the leather with coffee grounds and coffee shells.
Okay.
And that's where I get some of the leather. Um, Now I'll have to see because he's also working. He got a new job in high-end tanneries in Trentino with
Okay.
shearling and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how this thing goes forward, but hopefully we will manage. And that's one of the things I say. That's the better option, let's say. Like chrome tanning is chemical, faster, cheap. Then there's vegetable tanning. These are the two main biggest methods. The vegetable tanning is the classic historical one, more slow, usually better quality. Because I've seen that crappy vegetable tanning.
Well, okay. It's
So yeah,
in all
usually
industries. Come on, we
yeah.
have the good and the bad. Okay, we
Yeah,
know
but
that.
the problem is yeah, but not any like I've seen people I don't want to bad mouth, but there's people like trying to market stuff just yeah,
Ah, yes, the same
it's
that is
very
good
hard.
when it's really
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, well, okay, yes,
that's
okay.
tricky. But yeah, those are the two main things. And his method is an improvement, let's say, on vegetable tanning, because vegetable tanning, you have to get the tannins from the trees.
Yes,
And it's another process because you have to extract them and produce them,
okay,
let's say. So it's another process in and of itself. While on his part, the coffee grounds and coffee shells are also um, byproducts of another industry because the coffee grounds come from the like let's say the bars and stuff.
Ah, okay. I was gonna ask you, where does he get them? Yeah, of
Yeah,
course, because in a bar, a lot of people probably don't realize, but
yeah,
when in a bar they usually have a box underneath a coffee
yeah,
machine where you throw all the grounds, and then usually you just wrap them up and throw them away.
yeah.
Oh, okay. He collects
So that's
like
a
people
part.
collect the oil. He collects the grounds.
Yeah, he
Oh,
in the
okay.
in the early stages he collected the coffee grounds from the local bars, but since he needs a ton of them
Yeah.
to tan a hide, he went also to like I think Lavazza or like big
Okay.
producers of coffee because in the production they have
They
all the
throw away.
shells.
Yeah, and they throw away a
The
lot of
shells
stuff.
from the bean, it's a byproduct that they throw
Okay.
away. So
Okay.
he managed to get like tons of
Yeah, of course.
coffee shells compressed in discs to use in the
Okay.
tanning process.
And I saw the effect because I saw the product that you had at the show, and the grain, the color is amazing. It was so nice. It was
Yeah, and
really good.
that's a that's a good idea because the tanning process is quite convoluted, let's say. It's very I didn't realize it. I was like, okay, it's you have to do certain things, but people don't realize how complex it is.
Hmm.
I couldn't even explain.
Yeah, well, I can imagine.
So
Otherwise, you would be a tanner and not
yeah,
a
exactly.
leather maker.
And
That's another story.
yeah, and in his case, like he changes the coffee part is just a a tiny part of the process. Then all the waxes, the glazes, the colors, all the rest of the process is almost unchanged. So even tanning with the coffee, you can add colors, waxes, and all different finishes.
Cool.
So the end product is quite similar to other leathers.
How long does it? I know it's a stupid thing that everybody asks, and I know, but I have to. How long does it usually take you? Because the reason why I'm asking you this is because I want people to understand how hard it is to be an artisan nowadays when a machine can do exactly the same thing probably in 10 minutes. Okay. I want people to understand why we should pay for quality. How long? Okay, that's the reason why I'm asking. I'm not. It wasn't a stupid question. Okay,
no, it's a proper question because it's tricky.
I want people to understand how important it is and how valuable it is, the time of an artisan that stays hours and hours and hours, and why we should be willing to pay for that article that price, and not walk in and say, "Oh, have you got anything cheaper? Oh, can I have a discount, please?" So let's say like a small wallet.
Okay.
How long could it take you?
So let's say a classic bifold wallet, the classic like the 6-pocket bifold wallet. It's usually about 7 to 8 hours of work.
Okay.
Just to make that at least, yeah.
Okay.
If I treat the edges with hot wax, that's about 7-8 hours. If I paint the edges, I will take more time because edge painting, if you do it properly, it takes more time because you have to apply a hardener, a first layer, let it dry, sand it, and do at least 3 layers. So that's even more time. Yeah.
2 days work. 2 days work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and how do you go on about the design? Because I was very impressed because, of course, there's a lot of products in the world, whatever. I was very impressed by your design because I thought, oh, it's got really unique, strange things. They looked really catchy. So how do you come up with the designs?
So
your engineering, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Now I got it.
In a way, it is. Design came out. I think if we have to say in a like engineering way, it's from how you say in English.
I don't know. You tell me in Italian, then I'll tell you in English.
And it's like prototyping in the first place, but that's normal. And then from iteration in my case, because like making prototypes in leather is quite expensive, let's say.
Of course.
You're gonna make a bag just as a prototype and just keep it there, or who knows what, like try to sell it.
Oh, you can give it to Monica. Oh, you can give it to Monica. It's okay. I'm always happy to have prototypes.
But yeah, I like to make like from 0 to 100. Like when I make a custom project, I like to try and make it from the start. Like I make the sketch, take all the measurements, prepare the parts, and then try to have it right the first time. So bags, usually like the bags you saw, for example, at the exposition, are some of the models are like iterations. So the trapezoid one, let's say, it's at least the third or fourth iteration of a model. Like I started it in a way with some measurements, a different closure. Then I shrunk it down. I modified the closure. I used the magnet, modified the proportions. And in the end, the one I'm making now, it's the last iteration.
Okay.
Which is pretty much the final one.
Okay. Unless you wake up one morning when you decide,
and I want to change it.
Exactly. Listen, how did you get into the watch wrist?
The watch thing.
Yeah, because you don't see them much around, and I think it's one of the things I could see all at the exhibition. Every single guy passing in front, stopping, and going like, "Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that!" Because you don't see them much around.
No, watch straps, because I like the watch sphere, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
and that's another thing I made from necessity in the first time. I was like, okay, I have this old watch. I like to use it. The strap is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have it. The first strap I made is quite a
Oh,
crappy thing.
you
But
should put it, well, listen, you should put it on a frame and hang it,
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
now,
I still
because
have.
at least in 100 years,
Yeah,
your what do
yeah.
you call it? The next generation will go like,
We'll
look,
see.
that was granddad's first.
Yeah, yeah, I still have the first strap and the first wallet. I still have in the shop.
Oh la la, you need
Yeah,
to put in a, in a
I
glass
still
thick
have it.
box.
Yeah. But yeah, straps, I started from necessity, like, because I wanted to make it for myself. And since I like watches, I was into it. So I was studying like all the different designs, the different
Mm-hmm.
brands. It's a nerdy thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very nerdy thing. Uh, even the straps have many, many different styles, constructions, like different pairings with the watches. It's a very, very variable field. So I
Ooh,
started
eh,
specializing in them. Yeah.
and with the with the arrival of smartwatches, that would be so cool. I just
Yes,
really,
that's a
aha,
thing. Every now and then I get asked like straps for Apple Watches.
yeah.
But they had this great idea of having proprietary attachments.
Ah,
So you have to get an adapter for them.
okay. Even those that are not Apple, even the normal one.
Yeah, most of them. Sometimes there are smartwatches with standard straps. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
but
Because that would be because they're horrible. I think they're horrible. The smartwatches.
with the plastic.
Oh, that's so horrible. They're really,
Yeah.
really bad.
Actually, silicone straps is another field in like in watch straps. You usually have like bracelets in metal,
Mm,
leather straps, and silicone or nylon. Like nylon, if you have the NATO straps, the
mm,
textile
yeah.
straps, or silicone is actually used in some of the watches. Usually like dive watch, more technical watches.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like straps, it's another field, very, very, very technical field, because
Mm-hmm.
you are working on something that it's as long as your finger.
Mm. How
And
long does it usually take you to do one of those then?
yeah, a strap, it takes about 3.5, 4 hours
Oh,
for a strap.
okay. Not that
Yeah.
much less than doing a bag. Blimey.
Oh, well,
Okay.
a bag, it's a whole different thing.
No, sorry, a wallet. Sorry, you were
Ah,
talking about
wallet,
a wallet
yeah,
before. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
It's because it's so tiny, isn't it? You got to.
So yeah, the size it's very demanding because if I always say if you mess up like the stitching, if it goes half a millimeter to the side on a bag, nobody's gonna notice it.
But on
If
a
you go
watch, you do.
half a millimeter on a strap, it's gonna be super, super evident. Like,
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of
and
course.
the construction is quite technical. You have to be skilled on the skiving to have all the leather. Uh, the joints to work well. There's an inner structure, a padding. The edges have to be refined. The loops, the keepers for the straps have to be resistant. So it's a very technical field. Yeah. And
Marco, are you sure you're only in your 20s? Because to me, it sounds like I'm talking to somebody in his 60s has been doing this job for God knows so many years.
uh, kind of.
I mean, are you sure you're not reborn from one of the old, lever
Who
people
knows?
from Venice? Because really, you know so much, and you're so young, and you started so late as well. So it's like, oh, okay, what's going on here? Listen, how hard was it to open a shop in Venice?
So, in my case, it was easy because I had the possibility, let's say,
Okay.
because
Oh, well, let's say how hard it is to carry on having a shop in Venice then.
so in my case, as I was saying, it's easier, luckily, for because the space is ours.
Mhm.
So it's not a huge space. It's quite tiny, and it's in a it's not in a central part of the city.
Where are you?
I'm in close to Madonna dell'Orto,
Okay.
which is not central by any means. And in a way, I like it because I am able to work concentrated as much as I want. And that's the main advantage because rents are going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So it would like huge respect for people like having artisan shops and paying absurd rents.
Yeah.
Because it's super high. Like,
yeah.
I couldn't do this paying a rent in the shop because I would be forced to make just the things just to sell them. Like,
Yes.
I couldn't make things like how I like it, how I like them, and to make them as best I can because I wouldn't sell them as fast as I need to pay the rent. I would
This
have
is
to make,
sad, isn't it?
yeah.
This is sad because this is unfortunately the destiny of most of the artisans out there. They were forced to make products to please the tourist instead of
just to sell them.
instead of making product, or they have to divide the you know, have one section dedicated to the tourist and one part that they can dedicate to create real quality things, unfortunately. And it's a bit sad. I know. But how do people find you? I mean, do you have walk-ins? Do they find you because you're very good at making social medias since
No,
you're young?
I'm actually crappy. I'm actually crappy at social media.
So he's a young guy and he's crappy at social media. Oh la la! I need to give you a course then.
Yeah, it's but usually either are Venetians if they are from the area or just know somebody. It's like word, like
mouth,
people, word of mouth. That's one way. The other way is from from social. Sometimes they find me, or sometimes from maps. Like they look on Google Maps, like leather shops and
and since
there
are only two in Venice, quite easy to come to you then, I suppose.
I guess, but many times they come inside and like for me it's just a ritual to explain to who comes inside that there's no machine and that I stitch by hand because like most of the people coming in do not realize it.
Okay.
So I have to explain.
They think you're just a shop selling since you don't have the machines. Right. Okay.
So my ritual is like, here is where I make the stuff. That table has all the tools I use. There's no machine. This is the tool I use to make the hose, and that's what I do. Like, I have to explain like step by step.
Do you get foreign tourists as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a few. No.
And they must be really impressed.
Yeah, like I keep a map on the wall where people is coming from or where I shipped some of the things.
The furthest you shipped?
Oh God, I think Australia was.
Oh,
Australia
nice.
or Singapore are one of the craziest ones.
Okay, nice.
Another one is Israel.
Okay.
It was a few months ago. Was another peculiar place to ship because I was forced to pay a crazy amount for the shipping.
Oh la la, yeah.
Because of geopolitics at the moment.
Yeah, of course.
US.
That must make it very hard now with the new tariffs in the USA.
Yeah, that's a problem. In the US now, it's a problem in the way that I used to ship with the standard mail.
Yeah.
Because people like it's a bit cheaper. It works well enough for small stuff. But now it's been blocked.
Yeah, of course.
You can only ship with the express shipping, which works better. Yeah, it's like works well, quite fast, but it costs like 3-4 times.
Okay.
So yeah,
so the best way will be for somebody talking about foreign people, because this has been listened by foreign people, is to order their personalized or whatever they want to buy, and then pick it up when they come in Venice. That would be the best way.
It happens oftentimes. There's people like writing me via the site or the mail, or Instagram. They're like, oh, I'm gonna come to Venice in this period. I was looking for this. Can you make it in this amount of time?
Okay.
So I prepare it, I make it, and when they come to Venice, they come pick it up. Yeah.
Ah, cool. Listen, what's the craziest or the weirdest thing you created?
Oh God. Because making custom stuff,
Yeah.
it happens quite a lot. Like I've
If
made,
if you can say it,
like, well,
just
I
in case
think,
it's something weird.
yeah, well, the weirdest thing, luckily I didn't make, not luckily, but like it was because they have like private parties in Venice, and I've been
Okay.
asked to do some weird stuff.
Okay, okay. We don't
Yeah,
want to know that. No,
yeah.
okay. Jump
I,
back, jump back. Okay, I can
I
imagine, but let's jump
yeah,
back.
I didn't make it in the end because I just made the approximate price and stuff.
And we just made like,
But was
no. We
uh,
go to a normal shop to
yeah.
buy.
But one weird but cool thing was a big box for pocket watches. That was one cool project to make
Oh, okay.
for an old collector in the US. He was
Okay.
the moderator from the IWC
Uh-huh.
forum.
Okay.
So he has like a crazy collection of pocket watches, and he asked me to make a box for 16 pocket watches.
Cool.
So the structure is in wood. It's all lined in leather with different cushions
Oh,
for
and
the
that's where
pocket
the
watches.
engineering came in.
Yeah, there's the brass closures, and the inside it's all engraved with a sheep, not sheep, but a
Oh,
ship,
yeah.
brigantine.
Oh,
And
wow.
so that was quite a cool project.
Yeah,
Uh,
it must be when you get asked to do this kind of thing, must be a bit challenging, but at the same time, I must be like, yeah, I get to do
yeah,
something, you know. I
one
guess,
of yeah
you know.
that feeling was where I made an alligator wallet.
Okay.
That was quite stressful and quite rewarding in a way because it was a full alligator wallet. Like no, like not only the outside, like all the pockets and everything. So
Stressful because of the cost of the
yeah,
alligator
like
lever. Yeah, yeah,
if I mess up, it's a
yeah,
huge cost.
of course.
And the problem, even more than that, that it was like if I mess up a pocket and I have a big hide
Mm,
or another hide, even I have another identical color
yeah.
hide,
Okay.
I mess up the left pocket, let's say. If
Yeah.
I take another piece of leather and make another left pocket,
You
it's
cannot,
not gonna be identical to the right one.
of course.
This wallet it has to be symmetrical, so the inside has to be left and right identical. If I mess up a pocket, if I put another piece of leather there, it's gonna be the same color, same material, same everything, but the scales are not gonna be symmetrical to the ones on the right side.
Wow.
So that was like quite stressful.
See, see, and it's these things that I don't think people realize are so important in, you know, when you're an artisan. These little details, these little things that are so undervalued by, you know, because we are so used to buy stuff cheap, you know. And I
Yeah.
always say, if you walk into an artisan shop, you see something and you cannot afford it, walk out because it means you cannot afford it. I mean, you can enjoy, beautiful, whatever, but don't go and stress the artisan about it. You shouldn't have to undersell yourselves, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I love to have beautiful things. I know I cannot buy them. I still come and see you guys because I'm talking to you guys, but
Yeah.
you know, I'll put the money away one day. I will go and buy what I really want, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk into a shop and say to somebody, "Oh, could you do that half price?" It's just,
Yeah.
oh, I always say, do you walk into a solicitor? Do you go into a lawyer? Do you go into a notary or a doctor and say, "Oh, could you give me half, you know, the fee for half price?" No, we don't. We pay what we ask. So I
Yeah.
never get this attitude that in the last, you know, few. I don't know if he used to be like that 50, 60, 100 years ago, but in the last 20, 30 years, really, really, really has been going crazy. Marco, where do they find you online?
So online, I have a site at mcleather.it or Instagram as usual, like mc_leather_.
Okay.
That's the two main places.
Okay. Fantastic.
And then, on maps, there's all the
of course.
and links.
Now maps has gone big now. Everybody needs to be on maps.
Yeah.
Marco, it was so nice talking to you. I could spend hours because you got so many things to say. I mean, I repeat, you're so young, but you're so knowledgeable. It's unbelievable. Well, what can I say? Keep going, and it's so nice to have this new fresh wave of young Venetians opening shops. You and so many others, and you are the fresh air that Venice needs, but unfortunately, I know you get very little support from the city, and I hope things eventually will change because you young people are, the new generation that could change the tide of Venice, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and go to work now because I know you need to go open the shop.
Yeah, I will go away.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Ciao. Thank you so much, Marco, for this wonderful chat. You can find Marco and his beautiful products at www.mcleather.it. And don't forget, I always forget to tell you this, every time you walk into an artisan shop or a museum or any of the places that are featured in the podcast, do tell them you found them on the podcast because they love to hear, that their voices has been heard. Ciao, ciao. Thank you again for listening. Venice Talks podcast is a production of Sentire Media, created, produced and hosted by me, Monica Cesarato. Follow Venice Talks wherever you get your podcast, and if you want to book a food tour or a cooking experience with me, you can find me over at www.monicacesarato.com and on all social medias with the handle @monicacesarato, where you can follow my adventures around Venice. And don't forget, if you love this episode, please rate it and leave a review. It's very much appreciated.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentire Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.